Hello friends, today we are going to cover another part of the chapter concept of health in the subject health education and community pharmacy. You know the contents of the first chapter. In previous lecture we have covered indicators of health. Now the second part of the chapter is concept of disease. Now, we have seen the definition of health, hygiene, and the health term is also defined by World Health Organization. WHO has defined health but not disease. This is because disease may occur in different ranges. Each disease has got some range. Now, this range may be from subclinical. Initially, we have to consult doctor, or it may be severe or very harmful illness which can lead to death also. Some diseases are for short time, some diseases are for long time also, for prolonged period. Now, for short time, say for example, food poisoning, isn't it? Or heart attack. It is for short time. But severe case is there and immediate medical treatment is required. Whereas cancer is for longer period of time. It remains the person is suffering from cancer disease. So that is for prolonged period, isn't it? Now, disease has got many shades, spectrum, we can say. Onset, acute or chronic, as I explained now, that disease may be for short period, that is acute. It is, if it is for longer period, that is called chronic disease. Now, healthy outside infect others carriers, isn't it? Now, the final outcome of any disease may be either recovery, the person gets cured, or it may be disability, or illness, or death of a person. Some of the diseases they get recovered by own also in our body, like healing of wound. जख्म जो होता है वो अपने आप भर जाता है, that is healing of wound. So that is natural healing power. Now, some definitions also we will cover today. Now here again you can see the two slides where the regarding pathogens it is given. Then the final outcome of the disease, maybe recovery may be there, as I said, then disability or death. Some definitions also we will see, there are many more definitions given, but WHO has not defined. Now, disease is a complex concept, we can say, which is used as general term. Now, disease we can say is any deviation also from function or complete physical or mental well-being. Disease is also defined as an abnormal state of body when some organs of the body they are not functioning in normal way or properly due to harmful effects of process. The ecologist also has given definition as the maladjustment of human organism to environment. Now, maladjustment means what? Poor adjustment. So, poor adjustment of a person to the environment. Or we can also say in another words that disease is an outcome of disturbance of delicate balance between man and his environment. So, the balance between the man, individual, and environment is disturbed. That is called maladjustment also. From sociological point of view, disease is considered as a social phenomenon occurring in all societies. So, in dictionary also you will find the meaning of the disease. We can call as a disorder with specific cause and recognizable signs and symptoms. So, in depending upon the condition also, the term can be used. Disorder, we can say, for a patient, disease means discomfort or disharmony, isn't it? Now, in simple words, also you can understand by this slide about the term disease. So, simply we can say that disease is opposite to health. Any deviation from normal functioning or state of complete physical or mental well being. That is the simplest definition for disease. Now, we will cover about the disease agents. Now, we have seen the definition for disease, that is rog or azar. You know the meaning of the term disease. Now we will say the definition and classification of disease agents. There is a difference between disease and disease agents, isn't it? So the definition for disease agents is that the substance, any substance, living or non-living, or a force, tangible or intangible, the excessive presence or relative lack of which may initiate or perpetuate disease process, so which can initiate or increase disease process. So try to understand the definition for disease agent. Any substance can act as a disease agent. It may be living or non-living substance, or any force, tangible. So tangible means a force which can touch our body, or a force which not even which can not even touch to our body, but it is capable to initiate disease process in the body. So the excessive presence, now these substance, if it is present in higher amount or if it is lacking, may initiate disease process. So here I will give you example of vitamins, you know, all of you. So the vitamins, if they are deficient in our body, still we suffer from some disorder. Or if they are increasing in our body, any substance if it is increasing in our body, still the person may suffer from disease. That is the meaning of disease agent. Now, this disease is produced by any single agent or more than one agent, independently or in combination also, isn't it? So apart from definition, you must remember that the disease can be caused by single agent or more than one, or in combination or independently, isn't it? Now classification of these agents which can cause disease. So here you can see seven different names: biological agents, nutritional agent we can call, physical agents, chemical agents, mechanical agents, then absence or insufficiency of a factor, and social agents. So here few examples also you must be able to give, like biological agents if we talk. So here we can give example of all microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, parasites, protozoa, isn't it? Or viruses. So these agents are found in man also, or in animals, or in soil, in external environment, isn't it? So they are capable of producing disease. Now, nutritional agents or nutrients, as I said, the example of vitamins. So, apart from vitamins, you might be knowing about carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, isn't it? Their excess or deficiency may lead to nutritional agents or nutritional deficiency diseases, we can say, like obesity, stoolpana, lathapana, anemia, that is low level of hemoglobin in the body, goiter, for example, galaganda. Then kwashiorkor and marasmus are protein deficiencies. Night blindness is because of vitamin and scurvy. Then physical agents. There are certain physical agents also which can initiate disease process. Now say for example excessive heat. For example summer season we can call. So when higher temperature is there, that will come under physical agents. Excessive cold winter season, physical agent. Radiations, physical agent. When we go for x-ray for examination, so x-rays, radiations, it is an example of physical agent. Humidity, adrata, so humid climate is also the physical factor. Then electricity, so when electric shock is there, when the person is suffering from electric shock, it is a physical agent. These agents may lead to illness. Then chemical agents, there are so many chemicals present in the environment as well as in our body also. So externally if we talk, exogenic agents, here we can give example of dust, fumes, gases. So many oil refineries are there, industries are there which evolve the gases. Then metals, some allergic agents. Then endogenic agents means which are present inside the body as a result of metabolic changes. Now in our body so many metabolic processes that are carried out and so many metabolic products are formed, isn't it? Like urea leads to uremia, uric acid leads to gout, and ketones lead to ketosis. Then mechanical agents are also there. Mechanical agents, we can say the accidental exposure to the friction or some mechanical forces that may lead to injuries, crushing, tearing or fracture. So this is regarding mechanical agents, they are more common in industries, the persons who are handling many machineries, isn't it? In factories, mechanical agents may give rise to some disease, isn't it? So that is sufficient under the classification of disease agents. Now, there is a natural history of disease. Now, we must know the question is asked upon the natural history of disease also. For successful prevention, control, or eradication of disease in community, one should know the natural history of disease. So, any disease has got two phases, pre-pathogenic phase and pathogenic phase. Now, pre-pathogenic phase, the disease agent has not entered inside the body, but factors favoring disease exist in environment, isn't it? Now here you must also know about the three factors which are playing role in the disease causation process. Like agent, disease agent we have discussed, then host meaning individuals, persons, and the environment in which we are living. So they have got equal role in disease causation process. We know disease agent, we know now host, individuals, and we know environment. So when any one factor is not present, disease will never occur. That you always remember in your mind. Now, pre-pathogenic phase, as I said, that the agent is present inside the environment, but it has not entered inside the body. Now, what required is an interaction of these factors to initiate disease process. Now, the disease producing agents, they are present in the surrounding, but they have not entered in the man, isn't it? That is the first phase. In second phase, what happened? There is the entry of disease agent in susceptible human host. So, in pathogenic phase, the agent succeeds in entering in the body of the human being. There, the disease agent multiplies and induces tissue and physiological changes. After entry of the disease agent, there are changes taking place inside the body, and then there may be symptoms. If we take treatment, proper treatment, so there is recovery. If the treatment is not effective, there are chances there may be disability, or there are chances that the body may not respond to the treatment and the person may die also. Death of the person may take place. So this phase may be modified by intervention measures such as immunization and chemotherapy. So immunization and chemotherapy, they are effective, isn't it? They play effective role. Now the natural history of disease. Now this concept of disease has changed with passage of time, isn't it? There are certain theories which were given in ancient times. They are referred as old theories, and in this there is supernatural theory, isn't it? First, you must know about the theories. In old theory, supernatural theory is there. In modern theory, germ theory, theory of multiple causes or multifactorial causation, we can say interchangeably, isn't it? So three main you can remember. Other, just for your understanding, they are given epidemiological triad, isn't it? Here triad means three when they are in combined: agent, host, and environment. Then advanced epidemiological triad and web of causation. But you just remember three theories. In modern, germ theory, multifactorial causation, and here supernatural theory. Now, according to this supernatural theory, isn't it? For in bracket it is given curse of God and evil eye. So the theory of humors, miasmatic, theory of disease, theory of spontaneous generation. So here, just to understand that this is one of the old theory, supernatural theory. According to this theory, uh, it was assumed, believed that the disease was caused due to some supernatural powers or bad spirits, that is as it is given in the bracket, curse of God or evil eye, bad spirits, so that inhabited animals, plants, water, and air. So in this age, the treatment also was based on religion, magic remedies, or tantras, or some mantra was given. By those mantras and tantras, the disease was cured. Now, though the science has been developed to such an extent till now, but still many people, they believe in magic remedies, they believe in tantras and mantras, and most of the diseases, they are said, they are cured, they are treated by worshipping the god also. Now, modern theories in this germ theory and multifactorial causation or theory of multiple causes, it is said we will discuss, isn't it? So, in germ theory, this was given in 20th century with the advancement of science, isn't it? It was given or it was believed that the disease is caused by microorganisms. So, most of the microorganisms, as we have seen the example of bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa, so they are responsible. They can enter inside the body of the host, isn't it? And they can cause the disease. So this was the theory according to the germ theory, isn't it? For example, bacteria, germs, fungi, etc. are the causes of disease. Now, again, when the science developed, so the multifactorial causation or the theory of multiple causes said that the disease are caused not only due to one reason, but there are number of causes. There are multiple causes, and these multiple causes include social, economical, cultural, psychological, and environmental. So there are number of diseases which are caused by different reasons. For example, tuberculosis, Kshay Rog. So if we can say that tuberculosis is caused by poverty, daridrata, malnutrition, kuposhan, poor hygiene, aswachhata, poor housing. So when the housing facilities are not proper, overcrowding, we can say joint family, number of persons when they are living together, illiteracy, that is lack of education. So this was about the natural history of disease. Now this disease may be endemic, sporadic, epidemic or pandemic. You must know these four important terms also: endemic, sporadic, epidemic or pandemic. Now endemic means inside the people, demos, in people, endemic. So it refers to constant presence of disease or infective agent with a given geographic area or population group without importation from outside. So in a particular locality or a specific population, when the disease is getting restricted, so that disease is called endemic, which is not getting spread rapidly, in short we can say. For example, common cold. Then sporadic, the cases that occur irregularly, haphazardly, isn't it, from time to time and infrequently. So the regularity of the cause is not there, and it is resulting all of sudden, unexpectedly, and infrequently. We can take example of tetanus also, Dhanurvar. We will discuss later on. Then the herpes zoster, that is the chicken pox causative agent is herpes zoster. So that is sporadic. Then epidemic, meaning the unusual occurrence in a community or region of disease, specific health related behavior or other health related events clearly in excess of normal expected occurrence. So here uh, Ebola virus, we can say typhus, typhoid, we can say. So epidemic. So when the disease is spreading, isn't it, in a community or from one region to another, but in a particular district or state only, that we can say epidemic, isn't it? Then pandemic. So I have given you these terms. Uh, you can understand the frequency or the severity that increases. Endemic means when it is less severe, sporadic it is more severe, epidemic again more severe, and pandemic it is again very severe. So pandemic, that is the epidemic, usually affecting large population occurring over a wide geographic area such as section of nation, the entire nation, a continent or the world. So here influenza cholera can also give result pandemically. Now recently as we are going through covid-19 pandemic, so it is said covid-19 pandemic. Why it is said pandemic? Because it is affecting large population and large geographic area from even one country to another country also. Now, so many nations they are suffering from coronavirus, isn't it? So that we can say it is a pandemic. So, in this fashion, you must know about these four terms. Today we have covered the disease definition, the definition of disease agents, classification, and then the natural history of disease, isn't it? So I hope you have got the topic. If you are not able to understand, so please listen this lecture twice, thrice. Okay. Thank you.